Hello, my name is Eugenia and I am so happy that you have decided to join me in this meditation. Every week I host a call for my breath family around the world. We like to start with a short meditation. Many of them have asked me if I could share the meditation so they could do it through the rest of the week. So here it is, available for anybody that wants to connect deeper with their breath and meditation. I invite you to find a comfortable and relaxed position for yourself. I also invite you to explore a little bit more about the principles of transformational breath, which are fundamental for these meditations. You can follow the link below to have a guided exercise to learn these basic principles. Get comfortable and let's get started. I'm going to ask you to keep yourselves muted. And if you can hear my voice above the music, just nod with your head. Yes? Do I need to turn the music down? No? Okay. So as we allow other people to enter the room, I invite you just to relax your body, to find yourself in a comfortable position. To feel your breath. And as you feel your breath, become aware of your body softening more and more. Become aware of any tension leaving your body. And simply creating space for you to be relaxed. For you to feel completely comfortable. This is your natural state, at ease, at home. Feel your home inside. Feel how this home is connected also beyond yourself to your family, to your ancestors. They are the link that brought you to this life. And you are now the link that connects them to this life. Be open to receiving any gifts that they have for you. Their wisdom, their natural abilities. Their clarity of mind. Take them all in and make them your own. And now become aware of the messages they have for you that might trigger emotions. The parts that you might not love so much about your ancestors. And open yourself to the guidance that comes from them. Acknowledge acknowledge the potential for growth I bring to you. And keep that part, the part that grows, the part that nurtures. And surrender to the emotions. Let them go. I embrace all of these as my own person. Fully formed, fully individual, and yet part of the whole. I am me with my unique gifts. I am ready to embrace them and to share them with the world. I feel satisfied, content, at peace with my life and where it has brought me. And I embrace the opportunity to be more, to fully be me. And with this clarity, I take a deep breath, feeling the wholeness of me, the strength of me, peace of me, and letting go on the exhale of any thoughts or tension. I take another inhale, deep one, and relax my body completely on the exhale. And then on the third inhale, on the exhale, I open my eyes softly and gently to fully bring myself back. Good morning, beloveds. I am unmuting you since we have a small group today. So I kind of wanted to share a reflection with you. Any more questions before we go there? No? All right. Melinda. Okay, got your email. Very good. Thank you. So yesterday was Mother's Day in Mexico, which is not always the same as in the US, because yesterday was also in the US. But in Mexico, Mother's Day is always May 10th. So it could be in the middle of the week or it could be a Sunday. But yesterday was in the US and Mexico Mother's Day. And it kind of got me thinking around family, you know? And for me, Mother's Day has always been a special day. As many of you know, I lost my mom after I was born, and I kind of collected mothers through the years. I lived almost, I don't know, with all my family, like this person, and I had my stepmoms, 3 of them. So my mom plus 3 stepmoms, and then my aunts that raised me in different stages of my life. And then moms that I collected, you know, like moms from my friends or people that kind of took care of me. Judy's also a very important mother figure for me, who has nurtured me for many years in different ways. But Mother's Day was a little emotional for me when I was a child, because I kind of felt that I was missing a piece because I didn't have my biological mom, even though I had stepmoms, some really, really bad ones and some really, really good ones. And it was later in my life that I realized that I actually was not lacking in the mother department, but I was more abundant in the mother department because I actually had a lot of nurturing energy in my life. But for some reason, as a child, I was really, really focused on the loss aspect of it and the not having of the mother. Although I always felt my mom as a very strong presence in my life, I always felt her guidance with me. But the reflection that came to me was about this other aspect, which is the extended family that always took care of me, and how we are, in a way, nurtured in so many ways, not just by our parents, but by our ancestors, you know. And that's why my meditation this morning was around that, because whether we like it or not, whether we're conscious of it or not, there is a lineage that we came from. And this lineage carries a lot of gifts with it. And it also carries a lot of messages with it. And I just wanted to open that reflection to that connection, because when we become aware of our lineage and the gifts that it has and the messages that it has, we can embrace it, we can learn from it, we can grow from it. And often we kind of, I don't know the word in Spanish, but it's kind of like we're complaining about it. You know, we complain about our parents and we complain about the things we inherit from our family. But there's another word in Spanish that is better. But the piece that I want to share is we focus on that, you know, like it was happening with me. I'm focusing on the pieces that I'm missing. I'm focusing on the fact that I don't have my biological mom with me, but I'm not paying attention to everything else. And that tends to happen with us, with our parents, with our grandparents, with our aunts and our uncles, with our older siblings. They're all our lineage. And we go, oh, my mother does this and my father does that. And we're not really paying attention to everything that they have brought to our lives. And even in our genetics, you know, oh, I have like the sensitive skin, or I have the eyes that need glasses, you know, oh, just like my mom. But what other parts of my vision do I have that are valuable? And I don't think we sit enough or often enough with that. What are the gifts of my ancestry? What are the precious, precious things that are given to me? And then the second piece is, what am I doing to honor these gifts? How am I honoring my lineage by embracing these gifts? How can I bring them into my life? How can I bring myself to bring honor to my family so that I can honor my lineage, both coming to me and then leaving me? And I know some of you here have children. So if we can bring that awareness, that clarity, then we can actually transmit that down the line of our lineage. But it's not until we gain that clarity, until we embrace the good and the bad, that we can give those gifts to our children. And if we don't have children, to the people we interact with and the people we work with. Because when we do our work, we are sharing our gifts. And if we're not clear in this space of gratitude, of receiving, then how are we treating these gifts? What are we giving these people that we work with? And I feel that for me, this has been a long, long journey coming. Because for many years, especially all those years that I lived under my stepmother who was abusive, I really had a hard time with gratitude. I just was surviving. And it took me many, many years after the fact to actually be grateful to her. because when she became my stepmother, she became part of my lineage. Even if it's not by birth, she was my mother. She is still my mother to this day. And there is a very strong part of me that was birthed by her. Mm-hmm. And this very strong part of me could not exist today in me without her. Mm-hmm. And when I was living with her, this was not a strong part. This was a very, very vulnerable part. But with time, I could embrace that. And I was strong because I survived it. I survived the mental abuse. I survived the physical abuse. But I didn't know I was strong until after she left. And then it took me time to put myself together because it did broke me down into pieces. I was literally deconstructed. I was a trembling leaf. If there was a strong sound, I would jump and start crying. Mm-hmm. And there were nightmares every night. And I couldn't speak. I had no voice. And I was always afraid of making mistakes. And I was lost. I didn't know who I was. But when all those pieces that she deconstructed, I started to grab them back to me. I put them together. I was able to look at myself piece by piece. And I was able to find things in me that I would have never ever found without this process. And I'm sharing this story with you because it's going to be very, very easy to look at our lineage and our ancestry and to be grateful to the strengths and to the nurturing and to the joy. That we can see for the most part. But all those other difficult pieces that we live with, we need to embrace them as well. And it took me time and I had to do some work, but I have now love for her. And many years before even breath work, when I was starting to be a psychologist, she called my father and she said she wanted to talk to me. And I said yes, and I took the phone call. And I felt peace. I was thinking I was gonna have to be angry and, and yell at her. And all I felt was peace. And when she asked for forgiveness, I truly said, no, I really am okay. I am really okay. And then with breath work, because there I was just at peace. But with breath work, I found love for her and compassion for her. Mm-hmm. So it was a process. It didn't happen automatically. But that's one of the most traumatic periods of my life. It was over 6 years of constant physical and mental abuse. And yet, I would not be here today with you if it were not for her. I would have never been an outspoken person, never before her, never. I was very much in my cocoon. Mm-hmm. and regaining my identity brought me here. So I want you to look at those really, really painful pieces of your lineage and make a conscious decision today to make peace with them, to love them, to heal them. Just ask for the steps to be shown to you so that you can take them. Because I don't know what your steps are to make peace, but you will, and you will find those steps. Mm-hmm. So that's my reflection for this day. Now, is there anybody that would like to share or ask, Melinda? Yes.
Yes.